Hey everybody, it's Bridget Lynn Dolgoff, Conscious Economics and Urban Farm Project. Anyway, I just got off a river walk and I found some St. Johnswort grown wild. Wild as can be. Anyway, so I have about a half of jar in my storage bin of St. Johnswort I did about a couple weeks ago. But it's few and far between. It's difficult to find, and so when you find it, you got to jump on it. Another thing about it is that it seems to, like, depending on where it's growing, they usually say like mid-June to into July that it's ready. But I found that depending on where it was growing in town, around town, it's taken longer to get ready. So that's the cool thing about plants is that, you kind of set these target dates to go look for it, and then it may be there, it may not be there. It may be ready, it may not be ready. It may want to go home with you, it may not want to go home with you. So lots of, different things can happen along the way. So anyway, I was just pretty excited about that. And so I'm going to make some more St. John's wort tincture today, which means I have to go to the liquor store because I'm out of vodka. Imagine that. I wish the liquor store would give you a loyalty card when you become an herbalist, because you sure could use that loyalty card. Makes you look like you're going into the liquor store all the time. Makes you look like you're a raging alcoholic, except for I don't even drink, really. So, it's pretty funny. All right, so just that update. St. Johnswort along the river, and was pretty excited about it. And yeah, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing how, like the tinctures work, once I'm able to distribute them to people, do some test samples and do my own test samples. And I'm getting really excited. The Sun Shadow print workshop was yesterday, and even though I have to give my prints to the Lackey Press because they're doing at McKinley Art Center, they're doing a whole art exhibit with everybody who did them. Mine is pretty cool, so I hope I get it back. And I'm going to take it in and have some people I know who have a printing company scan it, put a beautiful white box in it, and turn it into a label so that I can put it on my products. The other thing too is that I've decided is, I did tons of labels. I used to have products like, 20 years ago, probably. And I spent a lot of money putting the label on and them having like a big thing on them. So around, I definitely have my other labels revisited by somebody and, updated probably. But I want to just use this plain, simple Sun Shadow print. It's so cool. It has like a few of the long horsetail on it, a couple of the fresh Tetzel, tops, and then it has a print of the purple thistle on it as shadows, and it just came out so awesome. So I'm just so excited. But I think what I'm gonna do this year is just make 4 different sizes of the same label, have a white box on it so I can put what it is, and dosage, and then just leave it at that. I just kind of want to be simple and less categorized, and less everything, just keep it simple. So that's it. So anyway, that's your update on the second harvesting of St. Johnswort, which was really difficult to find in our area because of all the cattle ranching. The cattle ranchers don't like it, and they pull it, and you know, it's very hard to find. You have to really hunt, and it gets a little here and a little there and a little here, and so you got to make it when you get it. I'll probably end up having like 4 jars, you know, like a quarter full, in order to make a whole one. But it might also be better because, you know, I've pulled it from all over the area. So collectively, it has a really, you know, dense database for the area. So anyway, all right. So last thing, St. Johnswort is just super awesome for pain, topical or internal, and it's just, you know, it's a plant that I'm going to call it a he, but not that the plant is shy, but you know, the plant just kind of doesn't really need to communicate. I guess when it wants to communicate, it will, but it's not a chatty Cathy plant like mullein or the old sage like horsetail, where, you know, mullein is chatty Cathy and it likes to dance around. It told me it likes to dance. It has 2 legs and it likes to dance and it likes to travel. And where St. Johnswort is not, maybe because it is such a strong, effective medicine, it doesn't really feel like it has to be exuberant, you know, that its medicine speaks for itself. So anyway, that's it. Bridgerland Dog Off, Conscious of Economics, and Urban Farm Project. Talk to you later. Bye.